What up, friends? How are you doing? Good motherfucking morning to you guys, okay? Um, question. And here's an answer. Just kidding. um, okay. So, one of the biggest, hugest lessons that I learned in this lovely journey is actually not a lesson that I learned directly, but I saw it happen and I saw what it did to somebody, okay? My brother, he was a hustler, okay? He would hustle. He liked fast money, fast bitches, a fast life, okay? That's what he liked. And that's what he stayed chasing his whole life, okay? And I used to get on to him. I used to get on to him a lot. And I used to be like, brother, 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 why do you need fast money? What's wrong with the slow money? That's what I used to always tell him. He used to be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. No, no, he wouldn't call me bitch. But you know, I used to get on to him. I used to tell him, like that fast money's gonna get you in trouble. And it did every single time because he was the type that um had his friends were his haters. Well, some of them, not all of them. He did have some true friends there at the end. But, you know, there's haters surrounding him, okay? And each and every time, he didn't learn his lesson, okay? He didn't. But this last time, um, somebody close to us, a family member, betrayed him, okay? And this family member betrayed him many times before. But he refused to believe that these people were betraying him. I'm like, brother, look around, brother. Every time you get busted, who's around you? Okay. And yeah, my brother wasn't doing things the legal way. He knew right from wrong. So that's why I never held it against the people that busted him, because that was his lesson to learn in life. Quit quit chasing that fast ass and that fast money and you know, that life, because it's not going to get you anywhere. Well, where did it end up getting my brother? He's no longer with us. He's lost his life at a very young age. He never got to marry. He never got to have babies. He's gone forever. I'll never see him again. Not in this lifetime, or maybe afterlife. Maybe when I'm dead and gone, I'll see him. um, but in the flesh, I will never see him again. Okay. And I tried to warn him so many times. So I saw that. I saw what it did to him. Okay. And that changed me forever. I've lived where I've had so much money, where money was no object. I could spend it on stupid shit. Okay. I've had money. I've had bucos of money. Okay. I know how to make money. Okay. And I'll never let it take over me the way it took over my brother. And it wasn't that my brother was a superficial person. He was taking care of a lot of motherfuckers around him. A lot of them. He was taking care of his friends. He was taking care of his bitches, and he needed money. He needed a lot of money because people didn't know how to earn it themselves. And that's what got him in trouble, because he had a big heart. And he was good. He didn't want to let these people down because they were depending on him. It wasn't us, because his brothers and sisters were independent. But other people that he was around, bitches that he had, homeboys he had, he was too busy helping them that he put himself last. Okay, because my brother didn't have much when he had his own place. Like, he had the bare minimum. He wasn't a superficial person, but the people around him knew he could make money. The people around him used to use him all the time. So I made that conscious decision when he died that I was going to change my motherfucking life, and it wasn't going to be throwing my money away the way I used to. I was no longer going to be helping people that weren't going to help me. because I wasn't gonna be in an early grave away from my children because of motherfuckers that can't earn money themselves. Okay. So I made the decision to stop chasing the money for other people and be selfish and think about myself. Okay. And that's what I've been doing. And finally, now that I have a clear mind and everything is going my way because I became selfish and I became to think about myself and no longer assisting motherfuckers that don't even give a shit about me, who treat me like shit. I don't help those people anymore. I used to, because I didn't know my worth back then. Okay. And now I'm so much more content because now the money it's not as hard to earn now. It comes to me a lot easier because I'm focused on the right things. I'm focused on my peace, my happiness, and what I want. And everything else just fell into place just on its own. I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to make it. I didn't know if I was going to fail. I didn't know. I really didn't. But I knew I didn't want the life that I used to live. And I had to kind of like risk losing it all. And I was okay if I did. Because do you know how happy a bitch has been? like like I'm just I was never like this before. Like I was never I get a lot of compliments on my appearance, right? But it's just because there's less burden on me nowadays. Like I don't have leeches around me anymore. I don't. And my circle is still small. I still have a small circle, but um the people that I have around me, I know for sure love me and care about me and will do anything for me. And before it wasn't like that. Before I was too busy chasing a superficial or what people thought was like the perfect life, and it wasn't the perfect life. I was always tired. I was always miserable. And to just what? To impress who? Because I was in fucking denial about what happiness was. Okay. I cared too much about what people who don't matter think about me because those people that I was trying to impress were the motherfuckers that turned their back on me. Okay. They were the first ones to throw me under the bus when people started saying things about me. Those were the first those motherfuckers that I was trying to be like, oh yes, look, I got my shit together. I have all my shit together. Okay. Were the first ones to throw me under the bus and run me over 20 times. And now they're trying to be friends with me now. Now they want to be friends with me. And now I don't have time for that shit. No, I remember who lied. I remember who said what. And I remember how people were talking to me when they thought I was going to fail. I remember who laughed when they thought I wasn't going to make it. They thought it was fucking hilarious, everything that was going on with me. And now I pray for them that it doesn't happen to them because I don't know if y'all can survive what the fuck I went through. I don't know. And I don't wish it on anybody. I really don't because it was an ugly feeling, you know, but it was a very ugly feeling. And I felt helpless, but I never gave up. And I just prayed on it and prayed on it and just kept focused. I just stayed focused on my happiness and where I wanted to be. And that's what I did. And thankfully, it worked out for me. Because, like I said, I didn't have a plan. I just knew I wanted to be happy now. I didn't want to be helping people who don't even give a shit about me. That's who my main focus was. The first motherfucker that turned their back on me and started all this shit. is who the fuck I was supporting for years. And it took me time to get over that because I was pissed off at myself for allowing that to happen because I knew it was wrong. I knew this bitch was sideways, but uh, I just had this, I don't know, like I just couldn't walk away so easily until until one lovely day last year, and I didn't care if I lost everything because I know how to make it back. I was the one that earned it in the first place, okay? I was the motherfucker that earned it by myself, okay? And I was like, you know what? Stupid. You fucking this is all yours, dummy. You know, like of course you can if you lose it, that's and I had to have that I had to have that conversation with myself. What happens if you lose it all? What happens? What do you do? And it was a risk I was willing to take because, like I said, for a long time I felt trapped. I felt like I couldn't get out. I did. And until one day, a bitch woke up and I haven't looked back. It wasn't the easiest journey, I'll tell you that. And I did hold myself back a lot, focusing on the wrong shit because this is new to me, okay? But I never gave up and I never stopped praying. And I'm thankful that I took that leap of faith because I'm the happiest I've ever been. And everything else ended up falling into place. And I'm very thankful for that. And I say it every day like, thank you so much for this life, because I still would have been miserable where I didn't want to be. So, whatever you're doing, even if motherfuckers are talking about you, who cares? People are going to talk regardless. Let them talk. Let them focus on you and your so-called downfall that's not going to happen and just show them what the fuck's up. Okay? Because you can do it. Trust me. It's mind over matter. Like you just have to just keep focusing on where you got to go and try not to listen to anybody else and you will get there. Trust me. Because somehow I ended up getting it. Okay? All right. Y'all have a good day. Goodbye.